Wenzhou News. I'm your host, Mandy. Today's topic is the school teaching North Korean refugees how to live in the South. The school teaching North Korean refugees how to live in the South. More than 100 students attend Yeomyung School in Seoul, capital of South Korea, where they are taught the quirks of assimilating from using credit cards to navigating the map. Is a little story about a North refugee, Park Soo. Park Soo marched down a flight of stairs, descending into Seoul's metro for the first time at the age of 19. He stared at the spaghetti bowl map of the transit system and then, feeling nervous and embarrassed, he simply gave up. It was one of the many moments that have confounded the North Korean refugee since his arrival in the South. Shopping such as cash machine and even understanding the South dialect peppered with English slang were also monumental challenges. Park was smuggled from the north through China and eventually ended up in a safe house in Thailand, where he learned about the existence of the internet for the first time and where his handlers showed him South Korean soap operas. The shows gave Park his first glimpse of a Korean society different from his own, and he was immediately hooked. We did a little interview with Park Soo. Let's hear what does he feel about when he first came to South Korea.
So, how do you feel when you first come to South Korea?
I first remember when I came to South Korea when it was the end of 2016 and I was like 19 years old. Everything is so fresh and everything is incredible in South Korea from my country. And I can always remember when I came to the metro system, I know nothing about the system. It just looked like a bowl of spaghetti. The lines, the colors, and I didn't know that people using the credit cards in the South Korea and they use it almost every day for everything. This is so unlikely in my country. So it was a big influx for me to visit and even move to the South Korea.
Park is one of nearly 100 North Korean students at the Yeomyung School in Seoul, a place decided to teach those new to South Korea society. The school's mission is to educate, both a standard range of subjects and the quirks of assimilating. But there is also a hope its students will be at the forefront of a possible unification of the two neighbors. We did a little interview with the principal of Yeomyung School.
We have the principal of the Yeomyung School with us. What's your goal?
We want to become a model for education of the North Korea after unification. And we also want our students to become a force to participate in the movements and also to spread the message to the world, to the North Korea.
During the class at the school, there was plenty of emphasis on the core material, but also basic explanation of things like why university entrance exams were important at all. The students joke and misbehave like any group of teenagers, but there were moments that expose the trauma they have escaped. Let's hear what is the most unforgettable experience of Park.
What is the most unforgettable experience in the school?
Yes, sure I have. I remember when I joined the biology class in the school and the teacher showed a slide, a picture of a frog. And we were talking about the eating habit in difference in the north and south. And I noticed people in South Korea, people only eat the back leg of the frog. However, back in my country, we were forced to eat like anything that likely to be eaten in our environment. So for frog, we almost eat everything: the head, the body, the legs, of course. I think there is so much different that people living in a rural area and in a very poor environment. We have no choice because we are not rich and we are not able to buy anything that we want, and we can't. So we just accept the things that comfort us. I think this is the most different because the environment different. Of course, yeah, for some people in my country, they can even eat more ridiculous or disgusting things that you might have in South Korean people. But for me, for us, this is a very common situation.
They can be smiling and laughing during the day and then, at night, still be haunted by nightmares. But they can't talk about it, it's too painful. Social and economic disparities between the two neighbors also play out in the classroom. Some students are forced to drop out and find work in order to send money to family members back in North Korea or contribute to their journey to the South. South Koreans often unintentionally insult them due to lack of understanding about North Korea and lack of consideration. But Park believes unification will happen in his lifetime. Let's hear what does he want to become when the borders open.
What are you going to do in the future?
Well, this is a very serious question that I have for myself for a long time. I come from a rural area back in the North Korea, and I came here and noticed the people here are so healthy, and I want to become a doctor one day to help those people back in the country, to help increase the medical environments by helping those people who are struggling by the healthy problem issues. And I believe that one day the North and South Korea will unify in my lifetime. So when I receive the knowledge and then when I finish the education here, I want to go back to the North Korea one day to help my people to become a healthy person by what I can do. This is the best thing I can do to my people back in the rural area in North Korea.
North and South Korea have been divided since the end of the Korean War, and except for about a decade ending in 2008, relations between the two have remained frosty. The two nations technically remain in a state of war, since a peace treaty was never signed. There have been occasional outbreaks of violence, most recently in 2010, when 50 people were killed when a South Korean ship was sunk and several islands close to the border were attacked. A meeting in April 2018 between North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and South Korean President Moon Jae-in prompted a wave of euphoria across the country after the two declared they would work towards an everlasting peace under Venezuela. What do you think about? Will the two Koreas united? Is it just a matter of the time, or it will never happen? This is the end of the day. Thank you for watching. See you on next week.